I'm at the driver services. Got my backpack and my laptop because I had to park 3 blocks away because there's such a long line. And checked in. I think they're serving person 144 and I'm person 365. So we'll see how long it takes to get my real ID. It should be fun. They gave me a little document to make sure that I had all of my documents, my passport, my proof of Tennessee residence and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna get to park it and work on my laptop until they call my number. 5 hours waiting and I got my real ID. So, well, at least the paper copy. I should get the actual ID in the mail in 20 days, probably more like 45 days. Whew. Man, that was such a long wait. I was not prepared for that. So, because it is Friday, I'm gonna go head to the grocery store and do some grocery shopping. Kroger does their 4 times the fuel points on Fridays if you get that coupon. So, gotta take advantage of that and go get my groceries and get something to eat. Man, I'm starving. So I have just been lounging around this morning, watching YouTube videos. I got up at 6 this morning. I just could not sleep. Normally on the weekends, I like to sleep until about 7 or 7:30. My body was just restless. I got up at 6. So I've just been watching some YouTube videos and I think I have been influenced. I've been watching some clothing haul videos and things like that, preparing for, I have an upcoming trip to Italy at the end of July with my sister and her family. And my experience from the last time that I went to Italy at the end of July, beginning of August, was that it was so hot and humid that I wanted to add a couple more pieces to my wardrobe and some options to bring to Italy. Some lightweight, breathable material. Quince has a lot of cotton and linen, and I don't really own much linen fabric clothing, so I'm going to look at some more linen pieces. And so I'm looking at this linen tank mini dress, and then I'm looking at getting a pair of linen pants. Now, linen pants I think are so cute, especially like the wide leg pants, but it's one of those things that I think looks really cute on other people, and I just don't think it's gonna look good on me, but regardless, I'm gonna try it out. So I'm looking at the European linen wide leg pants, as well as the European linen pleated trouser. So I'm gonna get one of each, one in navy and one in white. And we'll just see kind of how that works out. It looks like Quince has a really good exchange or return policy. So if it doesn't work out, or if the sizing's weird, or if I just don't think wide linen trousers look good on me, I can always exchange them. As well as I've been getting a lot of ads on Instagram for Thigh Society. So I wear a lot of shorts under my dresses, mainly biker shorts or athletic shorts. But Thigh Society has specifically like breathable, lightweight shorts that are designed to wear underneath dresses. So I'm gonna look at trying one of those out as well and see if that's just a little bit cooler and more breathable than athletic biker shorts under my dresses. So I've just ordered those. Those hopefully will come in the next week or so, and we'll see how those turn out. Since it's Memorial Day weekend, a lot of other stores are having Memorial Day weekend sales. So I'm going to just browse, do some window shopping, and see if there's anything else out there, any other dresses or anything that I would want to add to my wardrobe and potentially bring on my trips. Stopped by at Target, and Tucker Wetmore is having an autograph signing, so you never know what you're gonna get here in Nashville. Well, you guys are probably gonna think that I have just been spending lots of money shopping, but in reality, I purchased this kind of a while ago, but the UPS truck just delivered it. So as some of you know, if you've seen some of my previous packing videos, I like packing with packing cubes, and I have the Pro packing cubes. They're just standard packing cubes. They're not compression cubes. So they're really good at just keeping yourself organized and your clothes separated and things like that. But my sister and a lot of her friends have compression cubes. And so I'm like, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I would like to get some compression cubes. So I purchased off of Amazon, the same brand that Kelly has. So I got the Bag Smart compression cubes, and I just got them in the mail today. So got some compression cubes in this really kind of pretty pink peach color. And I'm really kind of excited. So it came with 2 small bags, 2 medium, and then a larger cube, as well as, and this is kind of weird, a shoe bag. But the shoe bag is kind of like a tube. It has one end here, but it's closed in the middle. So I don't know, that's weird. And I don't know if I like that, or if I have other packing or shoe bags that I would use instead. But kind of excited because with these compression cubes, they're really, really tiny. Obviously, if you unzip them all the way, then they expand to kind of a packing cube size. And then once you stuff them, you can zip them to compress all the air out and keep them kind of nice and tight to save a lot of space. So I'm really excited to use that. And then also, Kelly and I have started doing a lot more what we call out and back trips, where we'll fly early in the morning to a city, spend all day in that city, and then fly back home that night. So just kind of a day trip. And we've taken a couple, and the backpack that I use just to kind of carry the stuff that I need for the day, I just got a cheap backpack at TJ Maxx, but the straps are really thin and kind of dig into my shoulder. So I wanted to look at getting a little bit more sturdy of a backpack, but a small one. And I do love the brand Away and their travel bag products. So I went to the Away store here in Nashville and purchased the small Featherlight backpack in black. They had other colors, but if I was going to be wearing it all day, I just kind of want something a little bit sleek, and black fit that. So it's really nice. It has this front pocket with some organization in the front pocket. It has the big compartment with a little sleeve if you wanted to put a small laptop or tablet, as well as it has a pass-through trolley sleeve. So if you wanted to slide that on the handle of your carry-on suitcase, you can, as well as this little strap to secure the handles on top. Had some thicker straps, so I was really excited about that. So really excited to use this. Kelly and I actually have an out and back trip planned to New York here pretty soon. Well, it's not a true out and back, as we couldn't get an early enough and late enough flight in the same day. So we are going to be spending one night in New York, but essentially the same concept where, who knew? All right, where it's essentially the same concept where I'm just going to be using this bag and trying to pack everything in that, and just kind of a change of clothes and my pajamas. So my thought is gonna use the small packing cube just for, like I said, my change of clothes and pajamas, and pack that in to this. So I'll play around with that and see what kind of outfit I want to bring to New York. Like I said, we're going to be doing that trip. I think that's next week. So be on the lookout for that vlog. And I am going to start playing around with my cubes now.
Music loud, ours for speaking.
Made it downtown. It's about 10 a.m. and I'm gonna go tour the Ryman Auditorium since they are doing free tours for Tennessee residents. Doors opened at 9. I wanted to get here a little early, avoid kind of the crowds. So I finished touring the Ryman Auditorium and I've made it to one of my favorite places downtown, which is this grassy knoll by the Cumberland River where you get to see Nissan Stadium, the pedestrian bridge. It's kind of a nice little spot. It's a little bit quieter, kind of removed from the live music and the party crowd, so you can get a little relaxing vibe watching the river. But we had a cool little video that we watched before touring the Ryman Auditorium, and it was talking about the architectural style of the Ryman is Russellian, I think that's how you say it, Russellian Gothic. And I tried Googling that because I'd never heard of Russellian, and Wikipedia actually calls the Ryman Auditorium's architecture Victorian Gothic revival and not Russellian, so I couldn't find anything. Again, I might be spelling it wrong and even saying it wrong, but that's what the video called it, so now I'm curious. But regardless, it was really neat to tour the auditorium, and as a Nashville resident and someone who goes to the Ryman Auditorium for a lot of concerts and live events, I actually spent most of my time sitting in different areas of the pews just to pick out which my favorite seat is, so for future concerts and live events I can have a better idea of where I want to sit with unobstructed views, because there are certain seats that have poles or columns that kind of obstruct your view, or in certain areas on the lower level you're further back and the balcony is also kind of blocking your view, so you have TV monitors to see better the stage, and that's not fun. Why go to a live event if you're just gonna see it on the screen? But anyway, so I spent most of my time trying to figure out what would be some good seat options, so I know more where I want to sit for my next live event at the Ryman Auditorium. But that was really cool. So if you ever come to Nashville, I definitely recommend doing a tour of the Ryman Auditorium. I mean, it's the mother church. It's where the Grand Ole Opry has its roots. So many country singers and other genres of music, famous artists have played at the Ryman, so it's just a historical place that if you come to Nashville you have to tour it. So I'm gonna probably just walk around more. It's a little bit quieter on Broadway than when I normally come down, which is kind of nice. Might go walk the pedestrian bridge, but just kind of explore. And the sun has come out, peeking out in the clouds, which is so nice, because there was chances of rain, but that's been pushed back to this afternoon. So just gonna enjoy the rest of my day, and want to thank you for following along on a Memorial Day weekend here in Nashville, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.